Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? I miss y'all like seven. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It will not resonate with every one of you. And if it does not resonate, check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with, before you leave, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, guys. How are you guys today? I have your messages for today. So, we're going into Monday's energy. And I have your messages for today. On the as above and so below, we have open once and cold and both. So both of these people is cold. This is going to be open once and they want to shut this portal back down. They said things that are fake, things you have nightmares about. Something that you stay up at night about in this energy, along with things that are fake. So we got faking it till we make it. We got fake friends, fake love, falsehood. We got all kind of stuff going on already. Shared fantasy. We have the vampire right in the energy. So sucking your energy from you, along with a pioneer and the Midas underneath that. Midas and Mr. Okay? Almost like Mr. Mr. She got that nasty woman. No, she got legs like baseball bats. She got the nasty woman's disease. I think that's what he said in The Color Purple. Don't quote me. You can put it in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about when he said that about the other lady. Shug Avery, I think. I don't know. Y'all, it's been so long since I watched that movie. But that's what it's calling me to. Like a scene in that movie. Vampires sucking your energy is in this energy. It's talking about It's talking about depleting others for the psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Pioneer is compulsive need to keep moving. So let's put the vampires and the pioneer on one side, passions for doing and creating what has not been done before. So something you ain't done before is in this energy under these pioneers. Okay, you inventing things, new inventions, things that you can change paradigms in a situation where somebody might have didn't do what they do with another person with you. Okay, so maybe you broke the mold when you broke this person in. Maybe you didn't go by the old paradigms that they were used to. You broke this person, and it's what I'm talking about in this energy. But this made this person cold as well as made it you cold, and both. Okay, both of you guys are cold. Might be anger between the two of you or something in this energy with the vampires. So one was here to take your energy, to take your ideas, to steal your joy, your peace, your happiness, and and they didn't come, with authenticity to make you aware that someone or something is draining your life forces. So this person came to drain your life forces from you, but they didn't come. Not only did they come to invent new things in your life as well, like drama. Okay, like drama. The reason why I say that is because we got the Four of Cups here, and it's like he got 4 cups, 3 cups are already standing, and it's like, nah, I really can't take your offer. I got a boat off here, or maybe you should just go here in this energy. We're looking in the belly of the beast here. Okay, I'm trying to tame this thing or change this Queen of Cups. This person that's emotional about me. Okay. That's what it says there. You know what I mean? I don't really know. They got the King of Cups out here on the supernatural. They got him out here. And that's just like, you know. I'm gonna tell you what he said. King of Goblets. King of Goblets. Sorry about that, y'all. King of Goblets. Alright here. This is an alpha vampire. Creates an enormous lasting legacy of vampires whom he considers his children and cares for deeply. The King of Goblets represents a caring figure, advises you to treat others with kindness and to approach challenges with tact and diplomacy. Diplomacy. Okay, the King of Goblets also represents someone who's prone to unpredictable emotional outbursts. He can be manipulative and know how to exploit others' passion for personal gain. If you've been dealing with someone prone to this sort of violation of volatility, it's cautioning you to be aware of them and take what they say with a grain of salt and keep your guard up when this person shows up, the King of Goblets, King of Emotions. I told you it was something here. We got too many different types of stuff going on. We got a pioneer and a vampire. We just told you what kind of vampire he was in his energy when he came in under the King of Cups, under the supernatural. Okay, that's monsters, demons, and fate versus free will under the supernatural. Okay, so let's talk about it here. I'm gonna pull some things down and we're gonna get into it on the open and the wants and on the code in both. Okay, the A is the feminine to the masculine to the feminine on the B, the choice, the chance, and the challenge on the C. All right, I hope you guys can see. I'm gonna pull your chart down just there. You go. There you go. Hope you guys can see now. All right, so let's see, you guys, what we have here. Under A, we have forgiveness. Under reducing burdens here in this hand. Okay, in one hand we reducing burdens. On the other hand, we doing something else. Okay, right hand versus left hand. On the vampire side, we might not be able to forgive something that sucked your blood. Okay, something that sucked the life forces out of you is what it says. Making you aware of someone or something is draining your life forces. Under this forgiveness, I don't know if you can forgive somebody, but they say you have to have a light heart here. Under here, reducing burdens. Under the masculine here, it's talking about dawn, the light after the darkness. Now he want to be transparent now. He want to be able to be transparent now. He want to go to his higher self with the owl here, observing things, obstacles, and being more cautious about him here under the new day. Because we're going to write this story anew in the morning at the dawn. Okay, the dawn of a new day. On the choice, the chance, and the challenge is the veil, the future. All right. Wow, this is powerful energy. Mystery, as well. Intense mystery, as well as justice, ethics, law, and principle is in this energy. Also, this is metaphorically, literally, figuratively, in and out of text, as well as folklores. So let's talk about it here and clarifying this forgiveness. So we have the Seven of blades, seven of swords. Okay, seven of swords talks about, let's see what seven of swords talks about. Seven of swords. It's from the supernatural. Seven of blades. Okay, seven of blades. So, from the moment the Winchesters met Demon Ruby, it is clear she is up to no good. Ruby masterfully seduces and manipulates Sam, hooking him on Demon's blood and eventually convincing him to kill Lilith, thus releasing Lucifer from the cage and starting the apocalypse. The Seven of Blades indicates sneaky behavior and betrayal. It also advises you to stay vigilant and listening to your instincts. And if you get the feeling someone is not being and entirely honest with you, trust yourself and investigate the situation further. Okay, that's what is under the forgiveness. If you don't think this person's being authentic with you, telling you the truth, this is what Ruby do. This is what Ruby do. This is what they say. She's a demon. She's a demon succubus. Demons. Ruby. Okay, that's her name. Your name might be Ruby. Okay, let's talk about under the dawn. Dawn here. All right, we got the 10 of blades. Okay, 10 of blades. Now we got two. That's our obstacle. Some kind of to the death of us here. Something like that. Looks like we're falling in a hole here under the new dawn. Under the dawn of the new day. So now we have the 10 of Adam Milligan's life is full of painful twists and fates. After growing up thinking he's the only child, Adam discovers that he has half-brother Sam and Dean and is swept into his dark, complicated, supernatural world. Eventually, he even sealed into Lucifer's cage along with Michael, Sam, and Lucifer. The 10 here of blades is a dramatic turn of events and advises you to stay on your toes and expect the unexpected, because you never know what fate is in store for you here in this energy under the dawn of a new day. Okay, we done had some issues, we done had some painful things happen, twists of fate. Okay, in this energy under this dawn, even before the dawn of the new day came, we done had some twists of fate come in. Okay, under the veil here, under the future, under the choice, the chance, and the challenge. Okay. Okay, so the masculine has some choices of fates that has come in dealing with vampires and demons and monsters. He done had some demons. It's the shadow side. This is that 50 Shades of Grey that we, try. Sometimes it's lightest gray. Sometimes it's darkest gray. Okay, sometimes. Okay, right here it looks like the darkest gray here to me with blood in the energy. So then we have under the veil is the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. 3 of Pentacles here represents teamwork and collaborations. And it also suggested that achievements, more success if you work with others toward a common goal rather than trying to do everything by yourself. This also talking about reproductive and harmonious collaborations. It also is talking about orientation, suggests that the collaboration is struggling. This could be due to a communication breakdown, or your goal might not have enough clarity to get things on track, or take a step back and review the current strategies with everyone involved to ensure you're all on the same page under the veil. So in the future, you're gonna have to talk about some things. You're gonna have to, get in balance with some people or some folks or some things. Let's see what's on the bulletin here, up here under the energy here. Let's see here. Oops, sorry, y'all. Open my legs. All right, so we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups here. We're going to bring that down with the energy as well. Two of Cups. So we got some a little bit of emotions in this energy as well. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Two hearts. That two of hearts. I was two of hearts, right? Two of Cups. Goblets. No. Yeah, two of goblets. Yep. So this card represents here in this energy, this card represents that though they have their differences, Bobby and Rufus are long-standing partners, friends, and allies in the war against the supernatural. This sort of close bond is represented by this card, the two of goblets. It suggested their harmonious and mutually beneficial partnership, friendship, or relationship. So that could be that boo loving, that could be that friends with benefits, hooking up Jezebel, harlot, or rebel type of energy. Okay, friends with benefits, more like that, more like convenient hookups and lovers that way. When in reverse, which we don't know what came in, because the energy is back and forth. It's transverse. So it's talking about the partnership in your life is no longer in sync. Whether you are not seeing eye to eye with a close friend, family member, or partner, perhaps you blame them for the death of someone you love. It also talks about there's a major clash going on within a relationship. Communicate honestly and openly to try to get on the same page again. So somebody's not on the same page, and this energy is basically what they said to me from this energy. This is what I got. Okay, so let's talk about it here. We have the, what is it? The Santa hand. Is that like a witch's New Year's or something like that? So we got the death here of something, and we got the magic circle, the protection, the little Dorothy shoes, the little witch shoes. Your protection is going to be your shoes. How you walk away from some things is what I think. But we don't know. We're going to have to get the energy just very quickly. I'm going to just give it to you very quickly, and then we're going to move forward, and I'm going to say, we're going to pull some more messages. 1747, 46. Yeah, 1747. Protection. Let's see what this protection is here. Let's start with the Santa hang. Santa hang. Is that a witch's holiday, I think. Okay, it says through the veil, whilst thin, this very night protect places, no need for fright. Crone welcomes you, all you bring. Wisdom awaits. Now look within. The magic is the work with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is done. So mote it be. There is the veil. While it's thin, it's still light. It's still night. Okay? With this veil, it's still night. You can't see nothing with nothing over your eyes with the veil on. Okay, so that means you putting a death to it. You don't want to see it no more. It's hurting you too much in the energy. You have been voiding death, not a physical death, but a change, something that you need to get out of, something that it doesn't predict. With this situation, it doesn't predict that death is here, but it predicts that a death to an old cycle here in the energy is what is protective about vampires and demons, or people that you come to suck your energy from you, as well as people that mean that are toxic and codependent is what they use here, compulsive, and have a need to keep moving on. So they always have a need to keep moving on. No lover to them will ever be enough. Almost like a sex addict. Like no matter if you give them sex every day, this sex will never be enough. They'll always be looking for a next lover and a next lover and a next lover and a next lover. It's just that person and you just won't connect in that way. Even if you guys have love, unconditional. It's the vampire's love. You know what I mean? I come to suck your blood. I come to drink from you. Okay? I come to take your energy. Okay? So let's talk about it here. You have been avoiding this change, and it's afoot, and you've been desperately clinging on to your old self, all of which you know too well for fear of losing your identity. You must understand that to die to the old will escalate you to where you truly desire to be. Time to let go, to surrender and accept that death is never final. It is simply a portal of rebirthing into the next and glorious stage of the cycle. And it says that it's the called life. Death appears before you now in the form of the Santa hand, a time of connection and reflection on those who have left this world for the others, and to look at where you have journeyed from and to during the wheel of the year. The goddesses, in her triple form, has become a crone, and you are invited to draw on her wisdom from deep within as she cradles you during the dark months to come. She will protect and guide you through this period of the dark night of the soul, and she would emerge wiser and more powerful than you could ever imagine. So while under this energy, you can come out, more wiser than before. Okay, and it's also letting you know to let go of patterns and behaviors and take a risk in this energy. Fear of preventing your freedom. You got choice versus free will. You can take the right path or the wrong path, but if you take the wrong path, you still got to turn around and come back and do it on the right path. So, you know what I mean? Why not do it right from the start? I know hearing the truth, it's not fun, but I know a lie is more entertaining than the truth. You can get a hype off of it, and people hype you up on lies. But don't be, what Flavor Flav tell you? Don't believe the hype. And don't believe the hype. Yeah. Don't believe the hype. Okay? Like, don't, think that, you're not able to, master your own journey, because you can. All right, so with this energy here, we're going to keep it moving on this energy. This is a festival of the dead, and it is when we honor our ancestors. The veil between the worlds of the dead and the living is at its thinnest. And that might be Lady de la Mota. De la Motas. Man, I'm butchering her name, but they Lady de la Mocha is the Day of the Dead, the eternal love. I see that here in the energy, so I'm going to put that right back. But this is what it's talking about, and we celebrate death as a part of life as we journey into the dark night of the soul. This is a time to burn in the cauldron of our papers of regret, embracing dying of old self, and transforming into the next incarnation of self in this life. So we're going to incarnate ourselves into the next thing that we're supposed to be. Maybe this life or the next life, supernatural life. It doesn't matter. If something is taking you to the death, that's taking you to the side of yourself where it's emotionally hurting you, physically hurting you, spiritually hurting you, and physically, mentally, socially, hurting you. Okay, so let's go here. Is that all I had to do with that? Oh, and protection. I'm sorry, the magic circle. I was supposed to get the magic circle for you guys. So let me get the magic circle. Magic circle, magic circle. All right, magic circle is protection here. This is these little shoes here, but it's all pentacles, so just like grounding to me. Magic circle, okay, protection. Caution, stop. 'Tis time to warn. Now step into a circle drawn. Protection used both night and day. Keep you safe. Send harm away. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is done. So this magic circle talks about the appears when caution is advised. This message comes as a warning for someone is being untrue. Don't be fooled by appearances or sly words that are formed to lure you in. Drawn by it's too late. Protection is your greatest ally and calls you to take preventative measures to ensure safety. It's these witches here, protection here, responsibility. Oh, the witch's responsibility to put protection in place wherever magical work is performed. In fact, it is a good practice to protect yourself every day. Okay? Whether you are consciously working with spirit or not. Drawing a circle around you, whether physically with salt or chalk or in the mind's eye, is a strong form of protection, and it can protect you against unwanted energies directed by other people, such as psychic attacks, negative thought forms, and from locations such as old buildings. You are not in immediate danger right now, but need to be in place of awareness to take necessary steps of prevention. Improve your protection. Intense focus. Intentions are needed when concentrating on protection. Keep thoughts and ideas to yourself, and do not trust simply on face value. Learn and practice through protection techniques, and you are protected from all harm. Okay, this is your energy here, and this it says is all. You got to remove all negative energy in the room by scattering salt and water and a specific prepare incense and herb. Once prepared, mark a circle using sea salt. Then use your athame wand or power finger to cast the magic circle around your sunwise. Recite your incarnation of power and protection in order to banish all unwanted energies. And that would be caution, stop. 'Tis time to warn, not now. Step into the circle drawn. Dawn drawn. Protection used both night and day. Keep you safe, send harm away. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There it is done. That's what these shoes do. Keep you protected. Might be walking out somebody else. And I don't know if that's an old cliche that a man ain't supposed to buy a woman shoes or she'll walk out of your life. But I don't know if that's an old folklore or old cliche. But at the same time, it's like, something about somebody's shoes and walking away. Okay, I don't know if this is practicing. They talking about practicing. They're talking about vampires. Somebody that's sucking your energy. They're talking about people that don't play fair in this energy. They're talking about a lot of different things. People that, holding on to old paradigms, but they wanted to go to the new day, but they still wearing a veil and they can't see what's really being done. So it's a death to the situation. It's also somebody got some magic shoes. I don't know if they bought somebody some shoes. I don't know if there's an Indian giver. He bought you some shoes and now you want to take them back. I don't really know what the shoes is all about. Maybe you work in these shoes. You did a lot of hard work in these shoes. I don't know what you did with these shoes, but these shoes is upset about somebody in this energy. So I'm gonna find out what they talking about. 2956. Talk about Ruby here and her energy here. Talk about Ruby. Ruby. Ruby says she got these lovers up in here. She got lovers. Lovers that she want to put a death to. Snakes and two-faced it. Talk about the ten of blades. Cutting off, cutting out. Talking about the Page of Wands. A little bit of passion, though, about this dawn and a new day. Little bit of passion about it. Really not to none. He's down to his flesh here. He said he's down to his flesh here under the dawn, the light after the dark. So this is the dark here. This is the dark about these lovers. They're going to talk about the dark of these lovers here under the Page of Wands. All right, we already know these lovers is major arcana here under the lovers. All right, the lovers talks about, you know, they hear, it says, that they are in a relationship. This is about love. This is about desire. This is I will find romance at this party I'm going to. The lovers come up and it says it's a yes here in this energy. The relationship ends or not what you thought it was. Do not look to love or a partner to fulfill your life. So Ruby looks to people. She hooked up with somebody and she didn't like the setup after it got in there, because they didn't do what Ruby wanted them to do. So Ruby got problems here, y'all. She got a little bit of, you know what I mean, a little bit of retardation when it comes down to a person having choices to do what they really want to do. You can't force a person to do under these forgiveness and under reducing the burden. Oh, well, if I love you, you should love me. But don't work like that, Ruby. Let me talk about this on the Page of Wands. They talk about here. They talk, this is a tradition here. This signifies eagerness. This talks about innocence. It talks about love of life. And it talks about sometimes a declaration of love. And to this, we might add exposing something to the light. This is also about hesitation and caution and holding it back in this energy from this whole dawn of a new day. They're not ready to go to this dawn of a new day yet. Why ain't they ready to go to the dawn of the new day? It could be because blah blah blah, yeah. And it says the body of the clothes are so rotten away that we cannot guess how they started out. So this stuff has been so rotten away. The reason why we can't get to the new dawn of the day, because the magician is out here and he's saying that, you know, it's hard for him out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp. Right here, I'm gonna show you what he said real quick, because he ain't playing no games, y'all. He said that he started out on the journey as a fool, and he said, and like a good stage conjure, he said he shows us the mysteries and the marvelous. And he said, but what is real and what is an illusion? He said, because playing tricks, do we assume everything's marvelous or spectacular? It's fake. He says, made so-called real world is the illusion. Okay, so he said that's the illusion y'all under. He said some kind of illusion here, and there are two traditional versions of this magician here. It says it's the Grand Magus and the Solomon, and powerful with the four suits lying on the table before him. He is the master of the elements, and the oldest version shows a carnival huckster, and the kind who says the peas. The peas. Wait, the hand. Oh, he is. I'm like, wait, what? So he is the master, the carnival huckster, the kind who says the hand is quicker than the eye. So this is old Slick Rick. He out here slick. He can pull tricks out of magic. Do all now when I say this person is like this, now I'm gonna give you a fine example, because so there, say you met this person here. Let's see, we got old Ruby here. This Ruby, okay? Ruby cutting with blades, okay? She got cutting words. She a little rough around the edges, Ruby is. And that's Ruby, okay? Ruby. And Ruby got lovers. She like love, different lovers. They say she was, you know what I mean? They say hookups. They said it wasn't lovers like where they was together, like queen and king. So it's like hookups, flings, hotline bling, that type of thing. Okay, with the magician here, and he said that he can't do nothing here with this situation here. It's rotten. The clothes is so tattered on them till you couldn't recognize what they used to look like on them. That's so how rotten this you can't recognize how the real relationship look in this situation because this whole relationship is rotten. And it's hesitation to go to the new beginning because of how rotten this relationship is. Wow, that's deep. And it says it's talking about what is real and what is an illusion and where is your power. And the magician talks about you can perform in your own life right now. And this is about self-doubt. And it's about what's real and getting help from others. Under the magician, under the choice, the chance, and the challenge. Okay, you're going to get some help from some others in here. And I don't know who the person's going to get it from. I don't know if they're going to get it from some type of practitioner that does rituals and spells, some type of with the magician out here. They said from the magician Magus and Solomon. So they're going to get something from, you can get it from the divine, a message from the divine. Again, Solomon might deliver it to you. And that type of, metaphor, simile, figurative language, literal energy. All right. And then the tower. Because if something don't change, it's going to be a real big tower moment. Even though the new beginning is here, there's still 4 cups here that's saying that you ain't ready to take no offer. You over it. That's what it told me when you first came in the energy. It told me about that, about forgiveness and about these vampires. You can't take nothing else. It told me that when I first came in here about what you couldn't take or what you wasn't going to take in energy. Okay? It told me that. With the veil here, you can't see it because, you know, you off on a new journey and you off taking you ain't taking no offers with your cup running over with material ideas. Okay, see, remember you told me you couldn't take this is what you told me when you was the deviant. You was being sarcastic here, telling me I ain't taking your offer. You could go ahead on back home. Told me to go back on the Karma Wars. You told me to go ahead on. I wasn't ready over here. You already had some 3 things standing, person, place, a thing, standing there, and you dropped mine back in the water, and you told me to go ahead and boat off back to where I came from because you was already looking and trying to tame a beast. You was already trying to tame a beast or some other kind of queen of wands, queen of cups, some other emotional woman. Yeah, with the 2 of wands here, digging myself deeper here with these things, digging a hole, digging myself deeper here in this situation. But I'm still sneaky here with this energy. I'm still sneaking off, looking over my shoulders, trying not to be defeated, trying to get over. Okay, this is what I'm doing. But also, I'm still partying. I was looking in the belly. Now I got 3 other people in there I'm partying with now. Okay, but it's judgment right after that. So don't think we're going any further than this. We done party, bullshit, party and bullshit when we believe the hype. We said don't believe the hype. But when they were celebrating, they believed the hype. Don't believe the hype is what they said because he was a sneak trickster here. Trickster in the energy, trying to, you know, he said he wasn't taking no offers. Wasn't taking your offer and nobody else's offer for that matter. Her offer, your offer, nobody's offer. You know what I mean? It told us here about why we shouldn't take his offer. Okay? That's a demon, he said. Don't take his offer. Okay? Don't take his offer. That's what they told us now. All right, so let's go here. And then they got, because look, He right here, he got a head, he's headless. He coming in mindless. He ain't got nothing to think nothing about. He just coming in for one thing. He's like aloof. He's like airhead, spacehead. He ain't got no thoughts about nothing. He can't really give you an opinion about something because he's headless. His horse is his eyes. So a horse can drop him off anywhere. But during the time when this headless horseman, they was slice your head off. It wasn't they was riding around horseless, headless. It was just that he was so dark. And when he meets you, when his horse stopped riding, that's when somebody turns up dead because he sliced their head off. That was what a headless horseman was back in the folklore. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about it here under Ruby. To the lovers. Talk about it here. Ruby. Ruby said the page of inspiration, page of wands, and the 10 of emotions, along with the king of voices. All right, so let's talk about it here. That's the page of inspiration, page of wands. Very little passion about this death or going to the new beginning here, or the chariot boat and all for stampede. I mean, moving out of here fast. We getting out of here fast. We ain't sitting around with the stampede here. 10 of emotions. It's 10 of cups here. 10 of emotions. This is our happiness. We're dancing to the new beginning. But it's illusion though, because you didn't get to the new beginning because it was hesitation. Remember, we didn't get there yet. We didn't get to the new beginning because it amused the king of swords. He didn't speak up. Remember, he didn't want to talk. He was magicianing it up. Give me one more on the muse of voices. Night of inspiration, night of wands. Yeah, he was only about some fireworks. You know, you was only about the fireworks. You was only about the passion. Didn't come in with you. You didn't want the new beginning because you said it was rotten from the start. That's what you told me. You said it was rotten. The love and relationship with Ruby, she was rotten, rotten to the core. You told me from the start she was rotten. Okay, it was a death from the beginning because of her shoes. You said, I don't know what kind of shoes you got on, girl. The men validate, just like we validate men by their shoes, men validate us by our shoes. So if you had on some crazy looking shoes, or they wasn't name brand, or they wasn't Nikes, they wasn't Jordans, they wasn't something, that might have even got you put at the bottom of the list. I don't know. Might be a little petty person. Told you they vampires. They come to suck your energy. They only here because of the night of inspiration, the passion, the fireworks, the stampede, the stallion, okay, the masculine, the voice. What's that booty do? With the horse, with flames coming off of it. Come on, with the pioneer. Pioneer. One for the pioneer. One for the pioneers, that's the shaman, smoke and mirrors. That's the 5 of pentacles. Okay, 5 of pentacles, that's shamans, smoke and mirrors. How they invoked the spirit was through smoke. Smoke and mirrors. The vampire. This is that Pegasus special. They treat you special, loving vampires. What about the Twilight? What was they? Werewolves? What was they? No, they wasn't werewolves. They were vampires. Yeah, on Twilight. They was vampires. And at the bottom of the deck, chariot. So they coming out of here in the stampede. Man and beast coming out. They coming out of this. They ain't staying in this. Man and beast getting out. If they got to come out of there tearing doors down, they coming out onto this darkness. All right, let's talk about darkness real quick. And then I'm going to say I'm going to catch you guys later. All right, the God darkness and the will. Talk about the darkness. Here, what's the darkness here? They said the darkness is the chariot moving off on number 40 in this energy. Number 13 under the wheel, under the waxing gibbous 4. They said this is the zombies, 8 of pentacles. It's zombies here. Whatever apocalypse that we started in this energy by doing all of these things, going into the situation that they told us from the very beginning when we were up here under the veil. Okay, under the veil, how she's walking around with his head. Now, here's the headless horseman. Now, who has his head? somebody that you might be married to in a common law, husband and wife, some type of situation. That's who's got his head. Somebody that thinks that she's his wife. A dead person, though. The relationship is rotten to the dead. It's zombies here. Okay? It's done. Okay? This is him. This is you. This is her. So this is how the situation looks. He's coming in on a horse and beast, and she's looking like this with his head. But not only is she looking like that with his head, where was the headless horseman that I just had? The headless horseman, he was up at the top of the deck, but I've shuffled now. So, I don't know. Oh, no, here he is. He ain't far. There he is. Yep, headless horseman. There's his head. There's his head. And so, with him losing his head, he became a pirate. Aye, aye, matey. An angel, a fallen angel, that's Lucifer. A Viking, a beast, and a werewolf. Just talk about them werewolves. Well, one somebody told me they ain't want no, if I had a choice between what I would want to be bit by, I'd rather be bit by a vampire than to be bit by a werewolf, because that's like a smelly dog. I don't know what that was. It was a funny joke. I don't know. But there's the werewolf. That's what the situation would be under the choice, the chance, and the challenge. The Eight of Cups, walking away from something or bolting away from something that don't serve you. The angel Lucifer, taking you to things to steal your ideas, with the vampires here. There are the two of unicorns. And it's gonna be special too. So it might be the kind where you think you reap it and you really ain't. you ain't reaping like you think you is under the wheel. Okay? Under the Viking, under the werewolf, and then the salamander, two-faced forked tongues in the energy. So you talk about backstabbing, bite the hand that feeds you, that type of stuff. Try to be controlling, but you ain't got no head to control nothing with, because you ain't got that kind of, you ain't got no head. You headless here. Somebody else is protecting you with their shoes. Now I don't know if this lady is the lady that's protecting you with her shoes here under this energy, or who under your will. Then maybe that's the lady that's protecting you. Who's protecting you here? Let me see. Who's protecting you here? I'm going to see who's protecting you. Because somebody here is protecting you. Under the will and the waxing gibbous. Under the four. Who's protecting this person here? Reliability. Is he relying on somebody here? You relying on some reliabilities, and who else? Who's relying on you or this person? Determination. Maybe they doing it themselves under their will and determination. Maybe they doing it under themselves. And who else? One more. Opportunity. I'm a con artist. I'm going to get it how I live. Okay? I'm going to get it how I live. If I got to rob, steal, kill, you know what I mean? Do what I got to do. Under the contentment, so I could be content, then I'm going to do what I got to do on this venture. Okay? When I venture under internal and inner wisdom. Okay? Under his inner wisdom, there it is. It could be you, Z. It could be you, A. It could be anybody under this high priestess energy. Under, I'm out here. I'm out here. All right, give me some more under the darkness. Give me the one under the darkness. What's under the darkness? Miracles is under the darkness. New beginnings is under the darkness. And going forward is under the darkness, okay? That's what it's talking about under this protection. Under the dawn of the new day. You know what I mean? It's not, everything's, you're going to have to forgive somebody here. You got to lift this veil so you can see some things. As well as you definitely going to have to, the light after the darkness. And this is going to be the light after the darkness. The miracles, the new beginning, and moving forward, going forward in life, okay? As well as the blessings. And that'll be your blessings, okay? They'll come right through. Under the high priestess of knowing, secrets, and knowledge, okay? And if you are liking the open and the wants as well as the both is cool. May you subscribe, like, and share. Hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. Namaste. Namaste.